we go back and get more. We win, we go back and get more.
Give us 15 number 52s.
We just have a good old time, you know.
Connie Bailey and her mom, Laverne Free, can be found at the Ardmore Exchange
I need a big jumbo.
once every couple of weeks.
$2.
The two ladies are rarely alone.
Some days it's crazy. A lot of them, you know, they say, well, I drove from miles away, or I drove 2 hours just to get here.
From scratch-off tickets to the big name games. Demand from Alabama fuels huge sales at the Tennessee state line. A new app could disrupt that status quo.
There's an easy way to play the lottery from anywhere. It's called Jackpocket.
The Jackpocket app lets users buy lottery tickets digitally. Right now, it can only be played in New York, but its creators want to expand to all states. Whether residents of non-lotto states could use the app remains a legal gray zone.
The app works on a courier system, so when you place an order through your smartphone, someone still goes to a physical location to buy your ticket.
That's not too different from sending a friend across state lines
$17?
to buy you a lottery ticket. And Jackpocket's CEO says if its courier model is illegal, so are a lot of other things.
Facebook Messenger now allows you to transfer money in between. So you could actually go and say, hey, purchase this lottery ticket for me over in New York.
And one of the legislators even spoke up in the discussion and said, well, you know, they've even got an app now.
State Representative Mac McCutcheon tells WHNT News 19 this idea of digital gambling was a hot one in recent budget talks. Alabama needs money, and Jackpocket could bring revenue gains without the bureaucratic overhead.
We'd love to be able to come in and give them, you know, full advantage of the most bleeding edge technology at really no cost.
McCutcheon, though, says it's still way too early to talk specifics. He thinks it's likely we will see a clean vote on establishing the lottery in the next legislative session. What that lotto looks like will be a separate debate, and not everyone will want a new player like Jackpocket in the mix.
You have some entities in Alabama that are still here. They want to have a monopoly.
Look at all the money that goes to Florida, Georgia, Tennessee.
Connie Bailey thinks having digital access to the lottery in her home state
I always think I want to go to Hawaii, yeah.
would be awfully convenient.
Alabama needs it, definitely needs it.
But she's quick to point out it could never replace
What have you won, Mama?
this ritual.
She loves this, you know, just to get out, and me and her, this is our time.
Those little thrills
And one more?
shared between mom and daughter
You won a whole ticket, didn't you?
and a pile of tickets.
Somebody's got to win it.
In Ardmore,
Definitely.
Michelle Stark, WHNT News 19.
Make it 17-year-old Claire Johnson knows how to bounce.
Good. Now hold.
One of the top trampoline athletes in the country, she got started at just 5 years old.
It was just a lot of fun, just in there. I wanted to be in there all the time, playing.
Shoulders.
12 years later, Claire and her coach, Nuno Marino,
Higher.
have been selected for the Pan American Games.
And push. Hop. I usually say the best gymnasts in the world, they coach the trampoline and they can't do anything. They're like, this is too high for me. Higher. Hop. Straight legs.
Just how high do they get?
This gym is 26 feet and I touch the ceiling.
The athletes are awarded points for time in the air and points for difficulty.
Good.
Of course, the routines also have to be pretty.
Reach, hop, arms, and push, hop. You see someone jump, it's like, oh, that looks beautiful, it's good. Oh, that actually looks like a monkey jumping, not good.
Claire trains nearly 20 hours a week at the Matrix Gym to master a 20-second routine.
I'm a perfectionist, so I always want to do the best I can. And so I know that that means being in here a lot, but I enjoy it.
Better. Reach, arms on your legs. The Pan Ams, it's a good place to bring a good result to the country. I think the United States can be very, very successful at the Pan Am.
All right, now we know trampoline is a highly competitive, highly energetic sport, and these guys are really good at it. So let's bounce. Or roll, or anyway, we're gonna leave the trampoline to the experts. In Huntsville, Melissa Riopka, WHNT News 19.
The number 16 team is almost ready to go racing. And just like every other car at Fort Payne Motor Speedway, one thing will determine their success.
If you ain't first, you last.
It's literally that simple for JT and Sam Seawright.
I just get in there and drive it. Don't worry about everything else.
Some might call it naive, but maybe the better term is youthful. At 14 and 11, JT and Sam are by far the youngest drivers on this track, trading paint with some competitors who have decades more experience.
It is kind of fun when you beat them because they all get mad because they can't outrun me.
When you're sitting in this seat, it's hard to think about anything other than staying out of the wall. But for Sam and JT, there's only one thing on their mind.
I gotta smoke the guy beside me. If I don't beat him, it ain't no fun.
They want to win. They're competitive. I can't hardly let them race together because I'd have two tore-up cars.
The boys' father, Ron, is the checkbook behind this whole operation, funding everything from cars to fire suits, despite his initial reaction to their new hobby.
I thought they'd lost their mind, and then, of course, after we started doing it, I knew I'd lost my mind. But, once you start it, you can't quit. It's a habit for me.
They're also forming a habit of winning. About an hour after our interview, JT took the checkered flag, a family accomplishment. Even Mom cheers from the fence.
It's like a big family here, and you always hear racetracks are just a bunch of rednecks, ready to fight, but it's not like that. This is a great track, and everybody knows everybody, and they just fit right in.
Naturally, because age is just a number, and in this sport, there's only one number that matters.
Rock Creek went from a babbling brook to a raging trap, first confining a mother and baby in a car at the neighborhood clubhouse.
We got the calls originally that people were trapped by the floodwaters that we were trying to get to.
Huntsville Fire and Rescue responded, but a couple of firefighters got in a little trouble of their own in the process when their kayak got stuck. Eventually, Brian Jones got out okay.
When we went to go across the street where the bridge is, that's when we got swept under. And the water was just so violent and so strong that we were just trapped.
After rescuing the rescuers, first responders went to each house to check on folks. While mailboxes and lawns succumbed to the floodwaters, every person was safe.